It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Belinda Post.
Guys, you might think healthcare is for everyone but you, but if you want to see your children and your grandchildren grow up, you have to pay attention to your physical and your mental health. Joining me today is Jaron Raven, CEO and President of Swope Health, as well as Kim Davis from the Heartland Black Chamber. So let's address the elephant in the room. Men are not living as long as women, and there are a lot of studies and data out there that's pointing this to not taking steps when it comes to preventative health. Why are men resistant to this?
A lot of reasons. Some of those studies show three main reasons: embarrassment, hoping to avoid judgment, hoping to avoid embarrassment. But the truth of the matter is men generally just have a harder time kind of facing our mortality, to be quite honest with you. And so, you go from a young man being, full of stamina, speed, success, and then, you pull something, doing something mundane, right? So we have a harder time kind of aging, dealing with our own challenges, and that's just something that we have to get past. A lot of men cite time constraints as a reason why they don't do preventative care. Healthcare is also costly, right? And also you just prioritize the way that you're valued. And so if your value is producing, being a provider, if it's in taking care of people, then you're going to prioritize work and other things than going to the doctor.
And my grandpa will probably fall into this category. I'm not going to the hospital unless I'm sick. What would you say to somebody who has that mentality?
Sure. My favorite kind of expression is, prioritize your wellness before you're forced to prioritize your sickness. And so we know that not going to the doctor, not doing preventive care becomes much more costly later on. And so you can save yourself a lot of grief, and certainly those who care about you, if you just do those checkups on a yearly basis and make sure that you're doing okay.
Okay, I hope everybody's out there listening. Now let's bring Kim into the conversation. Why is it so important for Heartland Black Chamber to emphasize health and preventative care?
Well, for us, health is part of the ecosystem and things that we have to really look at. The reason we got really involved, I noticed that we are very, very good at emphasizing the health of women. But when it comes to men, who are the ones who are least likely to go to a doctor, we don't promote it enough. And so I happen to be able to reach out to like Swope Health and say, look, where are we on statistics when it comes to men, and especially men in disparate communities. That is an issue that as a chamber, as a Black chamber, we address constantly.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Heartland Black Chamber of Commerce. Visit heartlandblackchamber.com.